Hello, back again. I'm going to go over doing another four keys sample here. Only I'm not going to be throwing cards this time. Some I have a diagram of the four keys and cards are placed into it. And this will be one that we'll be looking into in our next Zoom meeting too. Everybody's going to be able to have a chance to participate and say their 2 cents of what they're seeing in those cards with this spread. So I thought I'd put a YouTube out here now for that. The next Zoom meeting is until the 25th of January, but this way people can look at this spread and see what's there and see what they think. I'm using my version of the Swiss. It's one I'm working on right now. One JJ Swiss. And this is my mat too. I'm going to show that here. All right, here's the mat right here. And this is a mat I'm working on. It's 24-inch square. And those sample squares you're seeing where to place the cards is the size of a standard tarot deck, like your Rider-Waite or a deck like that. And so I'm going to have a mock-up made of this. I think this is what I'm going to go with. I've been looking at this for about a week now. And I'll probably have one mock-up mat made. And it'll be a mat just like my other mat. And I'll look at it for about a week or so and see what I want to change with it, or if I want to keep it the same or whatever. And then if I think it'll just stay the way it is, I will order. I have it printed, and it will be available if you like it. You want to buy one. So anyway, the four keys: what, why, how, and when. What is the real question we're looking into? Allows us an opportunity to go over the question and look deeper into it with the client. Why do they want to do this? Why do they want this in their life? What do they think they're going to get from it with why? How are we going to attain this goal? Here we can look at the best advantages they have to succeed at this, opportunities that they have coming in the future that they should watch for. And we have opportunities every day. We just don't look for them. So we have a lot of opportunities. If we have an eye out for them, when they come, we see them easier. So if it's something you could call attention to, when the seeker sees it, they'll know, hey, that's something I ought to look at here. And then when is the best time to act? What things need to be in place before we do act? But basically, another way of looking at it is the timing of this. Where's our timing with this? Best time to act to give us the best advantage to succeed at what we're trying to do. What, why, how, and when. I think that these four aspects looking into any question could be very useful. So here we do. Here we have the actual cards that are laid into it. Now, with the way I do the four keys, that's what this is called, by the way, the four keys card spread. The way I do this is the center card is a common major it's a major arcana, and it's the only major arcana used in the spread. And it's common with all four aspects we're looking into. It's going to be commonly read in the what, and the why, and the how, and the when, along with the other two cards on either side of it. The best way I see to do the four keys like this is to have no real order on how the cards are read, which one's read first, which one's read second and third. Whatever seems to fit you in that particular reading is how you could read those cards. You might find patterns that you like to go with, but I would say that nothing's etched in stone starting off with the top card for what and ending with the bottom card for what, and looking at the major in the center as the second card read. You don't have to do that. You would start off with the major or start off with the bottom what, and switch them around and see how things look if you change things around as far as the order goes. I've seen too many times with lots of with a 3-card spread, if the order was changed, the message would change. And 3-card spread is usually past, present, and future. And there's lots of times you could take that and say, well, if I switch these 2 cards, it would make more sense. Maybe past and future, or present and past, or whatever. If you switch them around and say, well, this is clearer. So with my spread here, there is no order on how to read those cards as far as what order they're read in. Whatever works for you, whatever looks the best at that time. Cards are there to just spark ideas, and the whole object of it is to get ideas of some type in your head about what's going on that you didn't see before. And I think this spread does it very well. So we have the Tower in the center as the major. On what, we have 7 of Wands going down to the Knight of Swords. If I read those 3 together, I see the situation seems to be what here. Oh, by the way, my readings are always going to be, how are we going to attain this goal we're looking to attain? Whatever that goal happens to be. So it might be useful to you. If not, it's just a good example of how the spread works. I usually start out with what. What is a real question? What are we looking into here? What are we trying to accomplish? I have the 7 of Wands there at the top, Tower, and the Knight of Swords at the bottom. So I see a situation where we feel very confident about something with that 7, and we're anxious to take action with it, with the Knight. We have a lot of good ideas on how to do that, but there's delays being caused. Delays by the Tower card. Things have to be put into place. Things have to be ironed out. This could be money. This could be setbacks. It could be something, but something's stopping us from moving forward on this. And it feels like that's an issue now that we'd like to try to resolve. Lots of times things hold us back that we don't have any control over. This could very well be the case with the Tower. First things first. If this is a series of small little fires that have to be put them out one at a time, and just keep going forward. But if it's something big, you might have a challenge with that as far as how to proceed. So right now, things are being blocked. You know what you have what you want to do, and you feel very confident with that 7 of Wands. You think this will work, and you're very anxious to take action, and you have a lot of ideas on how to do that. So it's just a matter of taking away this block that's holding you back right now. That's the challenge, that Tower. Why you want this in your life with the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Wands in the lower left. This makes me feel that you feel that this would be something you have to offer. That Queen has something to offer. She knows that it could be something that's very useful, and it's nice to be able to have something to offer other people that makes a difference. You have something that you want to do here that you feel could really make a difference. And that 7 of Wands and that Queen of Wands, again, shows a lot of confidence in what you're looking into here. It will be a whole new start for you with that Ace of Swords. So self-fulfillment, gratitude, self-recognition, or recognition of what you're about. There's a lot of rewards here that you feel could be made if you did proceed. And that's very gratifying to you. If something of value you feel that you could, if you shared with other people, people would appreciate it, and people would recognize you for what you're about, and you would get the recognition that you feel you deserve. So it's important to you. How are we going to do this? Three of Swords on the left, Page of Pentacles on the right. Threes are creative. Swords you can look at as troublesome, challenging. The Tower card in the center is screaming about, again, something really holding you back. Getting creative with a difficult situation here with that Three of Swords. You got to look, if you're banging your head up against the wall, nothing's getting done. How you get this done is by taking a different approach. You got to get creative. You got to look and say, okay, this isn't working. I got to find something else to do here, another way of getting around this. And that will open up the opportunities with the Page of Pentacles. But I got to get creative. Keep in mind that what you've been doing in the past with this isn't working. You keep banging your head up against the wall, it's not going to change nothing. So keep in mind the things you're doing, if they're not working, reverse them, go around them, do something different. Take an opposite way of looking at it. Get rid of something or rearrange something here, the order of something, the attitude, something, change something here and try that. And keep changing things and keep poking around until something gets results. Because that Page of Pentacles shows you can get opportunities if you just rearrange things with those Three of Swords there. So getting creative with the Three of Swords will bring about new directions and opportunities with that Page of Pentacles. But also look at the Pentacle as a business or money, success, and again, recognition in society, which is what that Queen of Wands is really looking for. Now, when do you do that? When do you start taking action with this? Well, here we have the Six of Cups in the lower right, up to the Ten of Pentacles in the upper left, with that Tower in the center. Sixes are overcoming obstacles, taking on challenges. You're not going to get nothing complete until you block out this tower and get this tower taken care of. That's your challenge. That's what you got to overcome. What you got going for you is you have the talent, you have the knowledge, everything you have, everything you need, you have in place. Just get rid of this barrier and then just go with it. Most key important thing I'm seeing here is that Three of Swords in the left. How? Find another approach to get through that. Find another approach to get rid of those blocks of that tower, because it's there. If you're taking a different approach, you'll see that you'll get results. If one approach doesn't work, try another. And that Three of Swords makes me think within 3 tries, there's 3 different things, you'll find one of them that works. That's when you move forward and complete this particular thing with the Ten of Pentacles. So all of this happens as far as success seems to be around that blocking of the tower. On a positive note, I can look at that tower and say, this is also showing major changes with you when you do succeed. You're really going to rearrange furniture with things. And a lot of that could be very exciting, but challenging. as you move forward too. So as things do, as the floodgates do start to open, remember, it's going to be a little hectic and a little challenging and a little nerve wracking, maybe even, but very exciting, very intense situation. So that's how I'm seeing this sample of the four keys. See what you think. We'll have this spread up on my next Zoom meeting. Everybody going to have a little talk, have a little, they'll be able to contribute of what they're seeing this as meaning. And what I want to do that for is because to show how these cards can mean so many different things depending on the eyes that are looking at it. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of different ideas we get and different stories we get looking at these same exact cards from all these different sources. And if you're planning on being there, I would say write down what these cards are, lay them out on the table, and any deck would work. It doesn't have to be the Swiss that I have here. See what you come up with. So the four keys. Three of Swords seems to be what's screaming at me here. Get creative on a new approach. What you're trying to do to get through that barrier of the Tower card isn't working. Quit banging your head against the wall. Circle around it. Back off. Reverse something. Substitute something. Modify something as far as your approach to challenge that Tower and get rid of it. And you'll find something will work. Once that happens, I think this is going to take off very nicely for you. So that's that, the four keys. Like I said, this is a spread I've been working on for a while. I think it's got potential. I think it's going to, I think if the word gets out with this spread, I think people will use it. And I'm already, like I said, I'm planning on making a mat with it. I'm planning on doing some more YouTubes with it. I haven't used this spread professionally yet. But I know I could. I could see how it works, and I think it'd work out fine. But I think it's got a lot of promise. So keep throwing cards. We'll talk soon.